everybody, I'm KJ. Welcome to Truly Reckless. Today I'm going to be doing a video on parts of the tack. Okay, so this is the saddle. Yeah. Okay, so at the top of the saddle right here, there's this little part that sort of like goes up a little bit. This is called the pommel. Right after the pommel, there's sort of like a flatter space. This is called the seat, and it is where you sit down while you're in your saddle. And then right after the saddle, it usually comes up at the end, and it's sort of helping you to keep from sliding completely off. It gives you a little bit of a barrier. This is called the cantle. So yeah. Okay, next part, you will see there's like this little flat part right here, and it goes all the way, sort of like all the way down there. This is called the skirt. So whenever you lift up the skirt, you will find that there is something called the stirrup bar. Stirrup bar. Yeah, I'm sorry, I had to think of the word for a minute. Okay, and usually this is where your stirrup leather and stirrup come through. Okay, after that, there's this thing called the saddle flap. Whoa. It's pretty much just a flap that you pull up. Okay, before I get into under it, there's this thing called the knee roll right here. It's usually got a little bit more padding. It's a little further up, like height-wise. I don't know how to explain it exactly, but there's like a little part right here. So anyways, this is mainly where you put your knee. Some saddles do not have this, and if yours does not, it's perfectly fine. Okay, right under the saddle flap, there are these things called billets, where you pull your girth through. As you will see, there are many different little holes that go right through, and this is where you put your girth strap things, I'm sorry, through. So, yeah. This brings us to the girth. So, yeah. Girths are in completely different sizes for every single horse, because each horse needs a different sized girth. Okay. So pretty much looks like this. Has elastic or no elastic on one of the ends. This girth has elastic on both ends. Some girths only have elastic on one or no elastic at all. That is perfectly fine. Buckles. Then we come to the buckles, which are usually attached to the end of the girth, and that is where it goes through the hole like so. So yeah. Okay, usually in the center of your girth there will be these things called a D-ring, and we call it this because it's sort of in the shape of a D. I don't know if you can see it very well, but underneath where the fabric goes, it's just flat and then rounded, so it is pretty much in a D shape, so we call it a D-ring. Your girth can have it on both sides, one side, or not at all. So that brings us to breast collars. So if your girth has the D-ring on it, you'll probably have a breast collar that looks like this, and at the end, with one strap, has a clip. This clips onto the D-ring for you. Then if your girth does not have a D-ring, that is perfectly fine. They make breast collars for that too. And so it usually just has like no clip. It's pretty much just like this. You could always add a clip onto it if yours does have it and you end up buying one without the clip on it. But yeah, it usually is just like a piece of fabric where you slide your girth through. Like this. So it sort of goes like that. Okay, so that was the breast collar. Now on to the bridle. Sorry. There are a bunch of different types of bridles out there. I'm just going to be showing you one with a noseband and a flash band. There can be some without the flash band, which just means that this part just doesn't exist. Okay, let's actually get on to showing you what this stuff is. Okay, so up here, this is where it sits on the crown, on the top of their head behind their ears. This is called the crown. It usually will have some sort of padding. If not, that's fine. It doesn't really hit your horse either way. Right under it, you will see that there's it can come off. It's movable. You can go up and down, up and down. Anyways, this is called the brow band. So, pretty much under the brow band, it sort of sticks out as well. This is called the nose band. So this pretty much just goes around like right above their nose, and some bridles do have this little thing that comes out of it, and it's pretty much just like an attachment piece and a thin piece of leather. So this is called the flash band. Yeah. And the thing that goes in your horse's mouth, this is a bit. There are a bunch of different kinds of bits. There's a French link, there's a gags, stuff like that. It all depends on your horse's needs. Oh wait, I forgot to explain what this bit was. This is just a straight bar snaffle. Yeah. And something that this usually attaches right onto your bit. These are called the reins, and it's where you sort of direct your horse with. Sorry, it's tangled. So yeah, that is the parts of the bridle. I hope you have enjoyed today's video on parts of the tack. Watch out for my other 2 videos on how to groom your own horse and how to tack them up. So yeah, if you have enjoyed this video, please hit that like and subscribe button. And if you have any video suggestions that you would like to see me do, put them in the comments below. Bye! You have been watching Truly Reckless.